Beloved friends, welcome to PMC English. We are traveling in the Buddha's philosophy and also understanding the Dhammapada and understanding the body, mind, nature, and also the different techniques, different sutras given by the Buddha. The Buddha had given a solution to all problems in the life. And ultimately, every enlightened master will say that wisdom will give solution to all the problems in the life. And also, that is, wisdom is different and also the knowledge is different. What is the difference between the knowledge and wisdom? Knowledge is nothing but it will come from the world, from the parents, from the society, from the teachers, and also from the books, philosophies, and from the discourses of the enlightened masters, and from the outer world. I mean, you will acquire knowledge by reading, by listening, by understanding, and also by preaching. You will acquire knowledge. Of course, it is also essential for the life, but it is the starting step. It will inspire the man to get experience in this world. So the Buddha philosophy will give a ultimate solution to all the problems in the life. And also it will show the path of enlightenment, and also it will teach us the living and sadhana and at a character building, and also it will create a new way to the life to reach the ultimate goal and also to attain a enlightenment. And in this world it will give a blissful life and also personality development and also individuality development for the whole mankind in the world. And the Buddha had given a new approach and new way to the life to understand the situations and go according to the circumstances with wisdom, with equanimity, with compassion, friendliness, and humanity. So in this context, the Buddha will say, in the world, we will see the crores of people, millions of people. But when we categorize the people in 4 parts, we will see the 4 types of people, the 4 categorized people in this world. The first type of people was, the first category was, these people will travel from darkness to darkness. Those who lead their life in a very unconscious way, in a very negative way, these are the people who are responsible for all the conflicts in the world. They will create wars, they will create conflicts, and they will dominate the people, they will lead their life in ego, and they will do all nonsense things in this world. And also, they don't know that they are traveling in a very darkness. At present, they will lead their life in darkness, and also they are creating a horrible conditions and situations for their future also, and also they are creating darkness for their future also. So they will travel from darkness to darkness. There is no light in their life. They don't have any knowledge, just they will lead their life for common needs, physiological needs, biological needs, and sensual pleasures, and also they will give importance to status, position, politics, power, and also they will lead their life in a very negative way. So these people will travel from darkness to darkness, and we will see in this world, in the present world, we will see this kind of people in a very large percentage. 90% of people will lead this life. They will travel from darkness to darkness, and they don't realize that they are leading their life in darkness. They will think that their life is ultimate. This is the most unconscious thing the most of the people will do in their life. This is the first category. And when the second category will come, this type of people, this categorized type of people will lead their life from darkness to light. Okay, those people who are traveling from darkness to darkness, when they travel so many days and so many births and lives, one day, and it will take a very long and vast time to understand that they are leading their life in darkness. So some people, they will understand that we are leading our lives in darkness. Why? Because they will face very horrible and miserable conditions in their personal life and also in the worldly life. So from that situations and circumstances, they will realize that this is not the way to lead our life. There is something different. Life is there. We have to achieve that. So they will agree. They will accept their present situation, and they will work for the upliftment of the life. They will travel from darkness to light. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, from darkness to light. They will accept the situations that now we are in darkness. Realizing the thing that we are in darkness is the greatest thing of the people. So when we accept the present situations with total acceptance, then we will try to change our situations. Then we will uplift our life to the better conditions and better situations. So those who understand their darkness in their life, and they will try to change their lives with different types of conditions. They will search for the blissful state. They will search for the light, and they will search for the right person who guide them in a right way. So then the journey will start. Life is a continuous journey, and it is the journey we search for truth, and we search for ultimate alchemy, and also we search for the organic unity, and we search for the energy which is working as an undercurrent, and it is connecting the people and the whole world and the whole universe like an undercurrent. And also it is creating so much of positive vibes in this world. So without that energy, we are nothing. In every human being, they have two things, and the scientists are also in these days, in this present situations, the scientists are proving, and they are exploring the truth that this whole universe is working with sound and light. That is the reason why in this whole world, in this whole universe, every creature, every planet, every human being, and every animal, and every living beings, and also non-living beings, they have two things. The one is sound, and there is light. Light means nothing but it's energy, and sound means it's a symbol. Sound means it is a symbol that they are living, they are leading their life. So while coming to the spirituality, and this whole universe is working with this sound and light. This is the inner and outer truth is one. When we come to the one-pointedness, then ultimately we will see the truth is one. Humanity is one, world is one, and earth is one. There is no discriminations at all. Universe is one. Why? Because it is working like an organic unity. There is a connection between the grass leaf on the earth and it is connected to the planet in the universe. What is the connection between a grass leaf and the planet? Why? Because there is an energy in the grass leaf and also there is an energy in the planets. They are connected not with the physical identities, they are connected with the energies. Why? Because the energy is working as an undercurrent and it is connecting the whole humanity, whole world and whole universe like an undercurrent, and it is connecting like an organic unity. So this is the ultimate law and this is the ultimate alchemy of the human consciousness. So the people, when they will understand that they are in the darkness, they will search for the light. Then they will travel from darkness to light. And this categorized people will change their life. They will invite changes in their life and they will search for the truth. They will search for the light. They will understand the life and they will change their life. They will invite changes in their life and ultimately they will travel into the light. And this is the second category of the people. And the third one is they will travel from light to darkness. This is a special categorized people. And what these people do? When the people travel from darkness to light, they will enter into light. But after entering into the light also, there is a chances to go into the darkness. Why? Because when we travel from darkness to light, there is a chances to travel from the light to darkness also. Why? Because it is a vice versa. It is a ascending and descending order. So when we grown up, there is a chances to fall down also. So here we need a balancing life without any ego, perceptions, and also without any conflicts. You have to be in a very balanced state with equanimity, with wisdom, without any ego. And also those people who travel from darkness to light, they know all the circumstances and situations. They will understand the spirituality and they will understand the world. They will understand everything. They will know the truth, but they don't follow it. They don't implement it in their life. At present, they are in the light, but they are creating darkness for their future. And when we see the people, not only in the spirituality but also in the outer world, and when we see the crorepati's, millionaires in this world, they have everything. They have money, name, status, position, power. They have everything, but they don't have the truth. They don't have dharma and they don't have the morals and ethics. At present, they have everything, but one day they will lost everything. They will why? Because they are traveling into the darkness. So when we have power, when we have money, so with that you should be with truth, justice, equanimity, equality, and also with dharma. If that is not there, then this whole money, this whole status and position, it is not working at all. It will lead you to the darkness. When there is no truth in your life, when there is no dharma in your life, when there is no justice or morals or ethics in your life, whatever may be your position, whether you can become a prime minister or president or a millionaire or a perfect businessman, that doesn't matter, whatever field you are. But it will create a darkness in your life. Your money, your status, your position will kill you at last. Then naturally you will enter into the darkness. This is the worldly life. Worldly life, people who are leading with comforts and luxurious and lavish life, with so many comforts. They will rule the world. They will rule the country. They will rule the nations. But they don't have the inner bliss. And they don't have the inner peace and harmony. They don't have wisdom. They will go only with science and technology and knowledge. And by this type of people, this categorized people, they are creating wars on the earth. Why? Because they don't know the wisdom, they don't know the value of life, they don't know the value of humanity. They will go in a very violent state. They don't know the importance of non-violence. They don't know dharma, morals and ethics. They have everything. With their money, power, fame, name, situations, they will create conflicts, they will create wars on this planet. So these people are more dangerous people to the society. Those who are traveling from light to darkness. This is the worldly life. While coming to the spiritual people, in the spirituality also, most of the people, they will travel from light to darkness. How they will travel? We will understand this. The first one was, they will come from darkness to light. Why? Because they will face many miserable conditions, miserable situations in their life. They will think that this is not the right way. And they will travel in the spirituality. They will go in search of Guru and they will understand the truth. And in some context they will do the sadhana also, and they will reach some stages. After that, what happens? Why this darkness is coming in the people who are those who are traveling in the spiritual way? What is the reasons behind it? Means, in this context we have to understand the one situation. Those who are traveling in the spiritual path, they will go in search of Guru, and one day they will surrender to a master, to the enlightened master. They will understand the truth, they will understand the life, they will understand everything, they will do sadhana and they will reach up to some extent. What happens after that? With the wisdom also, with the knowledge also, we will get one type of ego. So with this ego, they will fall down. They will fall down into the darkness. That is the reason why when we grow in the outer world or also in the inner world, you have to surrender to the situations. You have to accept the reality as it is. You have to go with the surrenderness, without any ego, without any conflicts, without any false prestiges, without any pseudo personalities. And nowadays what is happening to the spiritual persons? Those who have not attained the enlightenment, those who have crossed some stages in the spirituality, they are coming to preach the dharma in this world. So what happens when you have not completed your journey and ultimate goal, when you not reach the state of enlightenment, and when you preach, what happens? Then ultimately you will fall down. Why? Because this bookish knowledge and this what you have learned from listening, from reading books, or from seeing the situations, or understanding the people, what you have learned, this is not the ultimate goal. Whatever you have learned from other people or you read from books, you have to implement in your life and you have to acquire your own wisdom. Others' light is not useful for you. That is the reason why the Buddha say, be a light unto yourself, apadipo bhava. Don't travel in others' light. How much distance you will travel in others' light? They will go one day, and your darkness is with yourself and their light is with themselves. You will go in darkness, they will travel in light. So create your own light inside you. Create your own wisdom with your experience, with your sadhana. So preach the people with your experience, not with bookish knowledge, not with unnecessary nonsense things what you have acquired from this society and also from the spiritual masters. Why? Because what the masters are saying, they are saying with their own wisdom, with their own experience. That is not the bookish knowledge. But nowadays most of the meditators or masters, what they are saying, they are only reading books and preaching the people. That is the reason why they are traveling from light to darkness. Unless until you have attained the enlightenment, there is no right for you to teach the dharma to the other people. Why? Because in the olden days, the most of the masters, they don't give permission to the disciple unless until they have become enlightened to preach the dharma for the other people, to preach the spirituality for the other people. Why? Because they will see the levels, they will see the spiritual levels, and also they will give permission to that disciple to give knowledge or wisdom to the people. And entering into the spirituality and approaching the master is not enough. And when you are traveling in the spirituality, you are not a spiritual person. And when you approach the guru, you don't become a spiritualist. Then when you become a spiritualist means you have to implement the philosophy, the techniques given by the master in your own life, and you have to acquire your own wisdom, own knowledge with your experience. When you come out of this body, mind, heart, emotions, feelings, and also when you enter into your life force, I mean Pran Shakti, that is the spiritual body, that is the cosmos body, then you will become a spiritual person. Approaching the guru or doing the meditation or traveling in the spiritual path, of course this is the way, but entering into the spiritual way and approaching the master is not enough that you will become a spiritual person. When you will become a spiritual person means, when you become a real meditator means, you have to go beyond body, beyond mind, beyond heart, and you have to go beyond the breath also. You have to enter into your biological force, you enter into life force, that is your Pran Shakti, and that is the spiritual energy in you. Then when you see your spiritual energy in you, when you see your this consciousness in you, then you are a spiritual person. Otherwise, no, you are not a spiritual person. Just you are wearing a mask. That's all. So understand this. So that is the reason why this spiritual persons, those who are traveling the spiritual way, they are not reaching the ultimate goal. They are not reaching the enlightenment. This is the reason. That this is the ego which is stopping you to go beyond the body, mind and matter, and to go this beyond senses. The real experience will come when you cross this body, mind, feelings, emotions and breath, and also when you cross this life force, and ultimately you will cross this senses also. Then the real experience will happen, and that is what the Buddha said, that is the nirvana. I mean that is the art of dying, Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Then you will enter into the nirvanic state, then you will understand the life, then you will understand the death, and then you will understand the way of life. Why? Because when you are traveling the spiritual path, or when you are purifying your body, mind and matter, and also breath, then ultimately you will see changes in your daily routine life. You will come out of all your negativities, you will come out of all your dogmas, your pseudo personalities, your ego, and your unnecessary nonsense things which you have created on the name of caste, creed, greed, discriminations in the society. You will come out of all these clutches, these bondages, then you will enter into the path of salvation and liberation. So these categorized people, those who are traveling from this light to darkness. I mean, whether they are in the worldly or in the spiritual way, they should be alert. They should become conscious that whether they are traveling from the light to darkness or they are traveling from light to light. Everybody should be conscious. Why? Because in the past life you have done some good karmas. That is the reason why you have entered into the spiritual way and you have got one master and you are doing the meditation and you are doing all these things. But when you create a ego or unnecessary nonsense things in this life, then you are creating a darkness for your future. Understand this. Be alert in this matter, whether they are in the outer world or in the inner world. And those who are playing with money, game, name, power, politics, and these billionaires and trillionaires, those are in the business way, they have to understand that you are having money, status, position, all these things because you have done a good karmas in your past days. That is the reason why you are enjoying the benefits. But when you don't have any satya and dharma in your life, when you are not in a truthful way, then how you create a light for your future? You are going in the darkness. So where there is a money, there you should be truthful, authentic. You should contribute the people for the welfare of the people. You should do service. And you should be with the Panchashila, and you should build your character. Character building must be there. Then the money will utilize, otherwise your money will kill you. And while coming to this spiritual persons, you should be alert, you should be conscious while doing the sadhana and also while preaching the people. Everybody should think with the self-study that am I eligible to preach the people about the meditation, about the enlightenment? I am having that capability or potentiality? Or unnecessarily I am creating a dogmas and unnecessarily I am creating a conflicts to the people in the society? Everybody should done the self-study that I have that capacity or not, I have that potentiality or not to preach the people. Be conscious, be alert. Why? Because this type of works in your life will create a bondage for your spiritual journey. That is the reason why nowadays those who are traveling the spiritual path, they are not attaining the ultimate goal, that is enlightenment. That is in the nirvanic state. So be alert in this matter. And the fourth categorized people was, these people will travel from light to light. These are the very blessed people. Why? Because when they are in the outer world or in the inner world, they will go with awareness, consciousness, alert, and they will do sadhana perfectly. They will attain the enlightenment. Now they are in light, but in future also they will go in light. Why? Because they are with truth, authenticity, with Panchashila, with 5 characters, character building, and also they will purify the body, mind and matter. They will go beyond the breath, they will go beyond the senses, and they will reach the ultimate goal, they will attain the enlightenment. Now they are in light and also they are creating the light for the future. So the Buddha will say, these 4 categorized people I will see in the society. The first one was, they will travel from darkness to darkness, and the second one was, they will travel from darkness to light, and the third one was, they will travel from light to darkness, and the fourth categorized was, they will travel from light to light. So in this whole 4 categories, everybody should come in 2 categories only. The one is, you have to travel from darkness to light, otherwise you have to travel from light to light, but don't travel in light to darkness. And also don't travel from darkness to darkness. Why? Because this is not the way of life. This is not the way the people should live. So these 4 categorized people we will see in this world for the different situations and different scenarios, whether they are in the outer world or in the inner world. So the self-study is the most important thing. The self-realization, self-actualization and also enlightenment. whatever field you are, whether you are in the spirituality or not, that is not the main thing. Why? Because in this whole world, everything is divine. Every work is divine. Work is worship. Whatever you are doing is not important. Do it with total awareness, total consciousness, with total dedication, with surrenderness. Then that work will become a worship. Then ultimately with that work you will attain the enlightenment. Everything is divine, every work is divine. There are so many millions of ways, crores of ways to achieve that divinity, to achieve the nirvana. Not only this meditation, yoga and devotion, that is not the only 3 ways. There are so many ways, millions of ways are there to attain that nirvanic state. So friends, understand this, be conscious, be alert. Enlightenment is your birthright, achieve it. And also, whatever you are doing, do with awareness and consciousness, be alert and attentive. Don't waste your time in unnecessary things. Understand the truth, understand the dharma, be authentic, be truthful, and remove all the masks, pseudo personalities which the society had given to you, the people had given to you, and remove all the masks. Be natural, be original with your original face, and be with your nature, be with your being. Why? Because you are having Buddhahood in you. Your nature is a Buddhahood. This very body is a temple. And when the body will become a temple, every work will become a worship. Then your nature, your being will become a Buddha. Then this earth will become a lotus paradise. So friends, understand this and go with consciousness, with alertness. Be in meditativeness every moment, every minute, every moment aware, every moment alert, every moment equanimous. And that is the philosophy of Buddha. If you want to attain enlightenment in this life, so do sadhana perfectly, and you will attain the enlightenment within this life, or not within this life. You will attain, if you are having guts, you will attain within the 3 months to 1 year also. That is in your hands. This is your life. Respect life and lead your life completely, and with more consciousness, more alertness, more meditativeness. Thank you very much.